Good evening and welcome to G.H. Miller Field. I'm Kim Hostetler and I'll be one of your announcers for tonight's boys soccer game. Joining me will be Lori and Travis. They are the girls soccer coaches. And tonight Forest Hills is taking on Bishop Carroll. We are hoping that the rain will hold off for this evening, but we're looking forward to a great game. Joining me right now is Mr. Nick Galshinsky. He is the head coach of the boys soccer team. And this is actually your first year, right, Nick?
Yes. Yes, that's correct. It's my first year. I assistant coached at Central Cambria last year for the girls team. So this is my first year as an actual head coach. So
fantastic. Congratulations. And we welcome you here to Forest Hills. So tell me a little bit about what is your record? How's the season been going so far?
Right now we're 0-10, but we knew it would be a little bit of a rebuild. So we're just building off basic skills and then looking to get the ball to the outside and then cross in. So we're just building off the things we learn every week at practice and then through games. So it's a bit of a learning experience for me and the team.
Exactly, I am sure. And you know, you always have those building years. And with it being your first year too, you know, I'm sure that's a little bit tough.
Yeah, I was a little bit kind of stressed out and nervous about the first year, but the team welcomed me. They're all great kids. They're all great athletes. So I'm looking forward to working with them next year as well, and then through the winter.
Very good. So you do some off-season work at all?
Yes, I've been planning to do a season at the Summit in Altoona. So hopefully through playing together as a team, also in the off-season, it will help us for next year.
It always does. You know, anytime you get that extra practice in and any sort of recreational competition, whatever it takes, that definitely will help, I'm sure. So tell me about some of your starting lineup.
Some of the starting lineup, we start off with our seniors, Josh Reinier, who unfortunately won't be with us tonight, and also Ethan Penrod, who is probably one of the smarter players that I've been around. He knows where the ball has to go. He knows how to motivate the team. JJ and Ike up front really help us out, trying to score goals, and they know where to pass it at all times. On defense, we have Tanner Lehman and Josh Schrock, who are both really outstanding defenders and help keep us in games pretty much all season, as well as Simeon, who's coming into his own, and James, and Colton Pratt on defense as well as midfield all season has been spectacular. I just recently put him on midfield, and he's doing a very outstanding job as well.
Very good. And who's your goalie? Is it Ethan? Or no?
No, it's actually Tony Zangalia. He just recently came on the team. It was Carson Berkheimer who did a very good job. But now we're moving on to Tony, who is a junior right now, and he's doing a very good job. He has very good hands, so he's keeping a lot of balls on the net.
Outstanding. Well, Nick, I certainly wish you the best of luck tonight and for the rest of the season. I know you don't have too many more games left, right?
No, only 6. We only have 6 games left in the season, so we're just looking to build for next season.
Sounds good. Well, best of luck tonight. Let's hope that the rain holds off. And go Rangers. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
All right, well, it looks like we're about ready to start. Looks like Bishop Carroll will be taking the kickoff in the first half.
I'd like to take this moment to welcome you all to tonight's varsity soccer boys contest between the Bishop Carroll Huskies and our Forest Hills Rangers. I'm Travis Byer.
And I am Laurie Gallagher.
And I'm Kim Hostetler. Down on the sidelines.
And the weather cleared up for us here tonight, so we're expecting a good contest on the field. Glad there's no raindrops on the players' heads.
I know, don't jinx Kim down there.
That's right.
All right, and kickoff has begun, and they're moving back into Bishop Carroll's half. And it looks like we got a takeover here from White. Let's see what we can make happen. Oh, good run through.
This will be one of 3 or 4 games that the boys play on the actual football field this year. Most games take place over at the track, and I know there's a big difference from there to here. It's under the lights. It's just a bigger stage. Kids really get excited to play on it in front of a bigger crowd.
Yeah, our girls get super excited anytime we get to play here in the stadium. So I can imagine the boys are the exact same way. It's almost like you're putting on a show for people. All right, so we've got a little bit of possession going here for Forest Hills. And we're again entering down into Bishop Carroll's half, but ball's out of bounds on the Forest Hills Rangers, so the Huskies will take the throw in. Oh, and again, we're on the offense here, and just cleared, just shy there of, what was that, the 20-yard line. Man, so close. And we have a goal kick here for the Huskies. And their keeper's taking the goal kick.
Now, Coach, does the keeper always have to take the goal kick?
No, it can be anybody actually on the team can take the goal kick. A lot of teams prefer the goal kick be taken by the goalie just because generally they have a better foot, or I guess I should say a more powerful leg.
Yeah, I know a lot of our watchers are used to seeing it on TV, and it's almost always the goalie in the professional leagues that you watch there.
Yep, it just depends. It's how you want to transition and take over the play. So if you want to get a deeper ball into opposing territory, a lot of times your goalie will take it just because they have a stronger kick.
Okay, now I have a really probably stupid question.
I love these kinds of questions.
But let me just throw this out here because I truly know nothing about soccer.
Okay.
So we're talking goalie and keeper. Are they one in the same?
They are one in the same.
Okay.
Yes, because technically the term is goalkeeper. So a lot of times you'll hear coaches say goalie, or you'll hear them say keeper, or keep sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, man, we're entering into the 18 of, oh, good clear. Holy goodness. So there was some pressure here by the Huskies into the Forest Hills 18-yard box, and there was a wonderful stop by the defense.
It's really important when that ball gets down into the 18, which is that box right in front of the goal, that you get it out as soon as possible, and you try to get it out wide instead of shooting it back up the middle and protect your keeper.
Now, for those who maybe aren't soccer players, the 18-yard box is the area where the keeper can use their hands. If the keeper does step outside of that 18-yard box, they become a regular player on the field and cannot use their hands. So whenever you're inside the 18, you have the advantage of having your keeper. However, they have a big job in there to do. So you try do anything you can to get it out.
So throughout the night, you'll notice that either keeper won't stray too far from that box because using their hands is a big advantage to them, and that's not one they're willing to give up too often. So.
Yes, and it's actually kind of funny to watch keepers step outside because generally they only want to use their hands. All right, so we've got some play here going on with Forest Hills trying to make an offensive run. Had a little bit too deep of a ball into and the half of Bishop Carroll, and if you notice, the goalie did step out of the 18 to take the kick to clear it out of their 18 box. We have a big throw in here. It's always fun to watch the guys play. Oh, man. Oh, almost a score there from Forest Hills. That was JJ, I believe, wasn't it?
JJ's got a big leg. He's the kicker on the football team.
JJ is Josh Jones. He's a forward here. And he's in 11th grade. And, yes, the football team did snatch him up real fast whenever they needed a kicker.
And he's a super nice kid, too. I had the luxury of having him in 7th grade.
And a good clear by Bishop Carroll all the way back into the 18-yard box of Forest Hills.
Coach, I think you started to say about how it's always fun to watch the boys.
Yes, whenever they get to take their throw-ins down by the 18-yard box, their throw-ins are almost like a kick because they're so much stronger a lot of times. We have a couple girls on our team that can do a big throw, but it's amazing watching the guys. They just have that extra little oomph of their strength whenever they throw it in.
Our girls do an excellent job of moving the ball, and we have a lot of big legs on our team. It's just a different type of game strategy whenever you're comparing boys versus girls.
Absolutely. All right, so we're about half here trying to get some Forest Hills offense going on, but I will say the Huskies are keeping it kind of under wraps. All right, we got a nice through pass, just offsides.
Now, offsides is going to be one of those things that people are going to shake their head and say, I just don't understand that, Coach. So can you give us a rundown of what offsides is for the rest of the night?
Absolutely. So how offsides work, and if anybody here knows the term cherry picking, that is what it tries to avoid, is having somebody standing pretty much in scoring position at all times. So how it works is your teammate cannot be past the last defender until the ball is played through. So they can stand side by side, shoulder to shoulder with the last person on the opposing team. As the ball is played through, they may run onto it, and then it can be a one-on-one against the goalie. Okay, so we had a little small injury there. I think it was Isaac Shirt, but he's up and at him.
Ike's tough. He'll shake that right off.
Yeah. It was a little collision there. So now this will be called a penalty kick, and we have the opportunity to score. Great ball. Oh, and the goalie, wow. So now, because the last person to touch the ball going outside was a Bishop Carroll player, we have a corner kick.
So what's the strategy going into a corner here, Coach? You don't want to just throw everybody right in the net, and you can't really score from the outside. So what are they looking to do here?
Well, it depends. It depends on how the defense is running. If you notice, they're kind of staying spread out, which gives us the opportunity to run in. So a long kick is actually pretty good. If you notice the teams that kind of bunch up their center, what you can do is do something called a short corner, where somebody runs out and takes a small pass in to try and get the ball closer to the net.
And these would be things you'd strategized beforehand or talked about at practice to have different code words or things you might call out during that.
Absolutely,
that time.
Coach Byer, but we can't give away those secrets. All right, so we have another corner kick on the opposite side here. And ball's being played right into the center. Oh, and I don't even know if it hit anyone there. And ball's coming back out to about the 30. And there's a lot of pressure by Bishop Carroll. Nice step by Simeon Rossage. And he just did a nice little tap out of bounds to kind of keep the play slowing down. So now they have to do a throw-in.
Bishop Carroll spent a lot of time on defense out of the gate here. They're probably looking to slow things down a little bit, get some possession, put some pressure on our side.
Do you know what BC's record is?
I want to say I heard something like 4-4-1, 4 wins, 4 losses, and a tie. Maybe 5-5-1. I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to see. I see 4-5-1 is what I see printed on here, as long as that is the most up to date.
Which is a pretty respectable record. You want to try to stay around that 500 mark throughout the season or better.
All right, so again, we got a little bit of a collision there, and it's going to result in a penalty kick here for Forest Hills.
Another great opportunity. We got to take advantage of these when we get them because they don't come too often.
Yes. It looks like a great position, too, for the ball. Right outside the 20-yard line. And I see Jeremy Weiss is the one taking it. Great placement and right off the bat. Oh, right off the crossbar. Great placement.
Crossbar is so small, but it gets you so many times.
All right, so now we're going to have a goal kick taken by BC. That's a good ball. And first to the ball was Forest Hills, but it's back on to Bishop Carroll's defense, and now they're looking to maybe work the ball up the field a little bit here. All right, now we have a goalie punt out for Forest Hills, and got pretty far there. Nice placement.
Now, goalies don't always have to punt, Coach. we played against some goalies that have pretty big arms that decide to toss it out there instead.
Absolutely. As long as it's from the air, they have to either punt it or throw it. Some choose to roll. You can also roll it out to. Some choose to get it up to maybe a defender, and then a defender take a nice kick just to keep possession in their play. As we always say, a ball in the air is anybody's ball. So in reality, it's a 50-50 shot for either team to get it. Whereas if you kind of keep it in your possession, maybe roll it out to a defender and then get some passing going, there's more chances that it will be your team's ball going into their possession.
Definitely a lot easier to possess off the ground.
Absolutely.
I know we have a hard time with our freshmen getting used to making contact with the ball in the air.
Yes. All right, so we've got some play pushing up into the Forest Hills half, but it looks like defense is trying to take over. And ball's entering goalie box, but we're safe, no worries. We got a high punt out. And I believe it's off of Bishop Carroll. Yep, so it'll be a Forest Hills throw-in. And it looks like, was that Josh Schrock? He's taking the throw-in for us.
And Josh is also another one of the junior class members.
Great placement, right in. And, oh, that was a good ball into the 18, but goalie just there, second too soon for us. So Bishop Carroll takes a long ball in and right back to our keeper. His punt is so high in the air. That's amazing.
I guess that gives you a little more time to field the ball and makes it a little easier to trap it when it hits the ground.
Yes, it does. It with an extra little bit of a hang time there, you can kind of get your team positioned up the field to be able to receive it. And Bishop Carroll's entering into the 18 of Forest Hills. We've got some good defending right now, pushing them out wide, which is what you want to do. You never want them to be in the center.
Generally, the farther away the ball is from the goal, the safer you are.
Absolutely. As we say, we like to keep it in our opposing team's half. We don't like it. We don't like the ball even entering our half.
Coach has been known to keep track of that number, too, how many times it comes into our side.
Believe me, my girls know that number very well. All right, so we had some kind of back and forth play there from Forest Hills and Bishop Carroll, but it now looks like Bishop Carroll's taken over possession, but a ball out of bounds, and it's now a Forest Hills Rangers throw-in. Nice long ball. Unlucky. And back into Forest Hills possession, but out of bounds again. And we got a throw in. Nice throw taken. Oh, man. Here's a great scoring opportunity for Bishop Carroll. But our defense had it under control.
Solid D by both teams so far.
Absolutely. All right, so ball's coming back to the midfield line. And Bishop Carroll's looking to try and make some play happen here. I bet the field's probably pretty slippery out there with the rain we had earlier.
Oh, it's definitely wet.
So how does that wetness affect the ball?
The ball slides a little bit whenever it's wet. So actually the contact, sometimes you might have a weird contact with the ball where your pass might not be quite as direct as you'd want it to be because it slips off your foot. And same way too, if it gets a little too soggy, it actually makes the ball roll slower.
So just like comparable to football, it just slows the game down in general.
It does. And same way with football where with, the ball's wet, it kind of makes it hard to make a catch. Same thing here. Some of your passes and traps might be a little bit ricocheted just because of it slipping off the foot.
And with the wet field, the conditions of the field are just going to degenerate over the course of the game.
Yes, absolutely. Nice goal kick taken by Forest Hills keeper Tony Zangalia. And now Bishop Carroll's entering into Forest Hills half, but taken over and right back.
Momentum plays such a huge role in soccer. We started the game with the ball on our side of the 50 for most of the first couple minutes, and now it's been Bishop Carroll for so long.
It does. It has to do with time of possession. We try and emphasize that with our girls, is that the team with the most time of possession generally is going to be the one that wins. If you don't give the opposing team the opportunity to even score, then, hey, they probably won't. Good step there by the Forest Hills defense, slowing down the play. And we got a throw in here for Bishop Carroll. Entering inside the 18. And they've got a couple Huskies in there, but no worries. We got a save here by Tony Zangalia again.
Tony is doing an excellent job in goal tonight.
All right, so we're
pushed by the Rangers here.
Entering into Bishop Carroll's, I would say almost 20 yards there, I think. If I'm looking at the field correctly, yep, they're right around the 20-yard mark, which gives them a great opportunity to throw the ball in right in front of the keeper. Great pass in. Unlucky, we just ran right past. So now we're going to have some pressure here by the Huskies. Oh, no, good hustle. Who is that, number 10? Colton Platt, that was awesome. Great hustle.
Colton Platt, I believe, is another junior.
Yes, he is. Yeah, and he kept the ball coming for the Rangers here and back into the 18-yard box of the Huskies, and let's see what we can make happen. Great pass in. Great defense there by the Huskies. So, again, the ball's out of bounds. Oh, man, probably down about 5-10 line, I'd say. Big throw. Great placement. Oh, man. Oh, again. Bishop Carroll's defense there is holding pretty strong, keeping them in the game. And we have a sub in for Bishop Carroll, number 7, who is Andrew Crucial. All right, so we go, oh, man. A throw into the box and a little fumble there by Bishop Carroll's defender, and we got a lot of pressure here by the Forest Hills Rangers trying to
that momentum is back on our side now.
It is. Good save here by Bishop Carroll's keeper. And big punt out. Good step by White. Uh-oh. And we got a nice run through. Oh, unlucky. Number 10 from Bishop Carroll, Jackson Hudkins. And we're subbing in for Bishop Carroll, number 24, Lucas Rosmus. Is that how I'm assuming
Rosmus, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Rosmus.
I apologize to anyone who I mispronounce names. I absolutely understand how the struggle of it, because my name is always mispronounced.
Larry.
Yes. All the time. I guess my dad has become a very good coach because he gets credit a lot.
We've coached a lot of games together over the past 3 years. I think they've announced your name correctly once or maybe. Twice outside of Forest Hills.
You know what, Coach Byer, though? It does make me laugh when they mispronounce your name, and it's the easy one.
Yep.
We've gotten that a couple times this season. All right, so we have a throw in here by the Huskies down in the 18-yard box of the Rangers. And it looks like Forest Hills is pushing it out. And ball out of bounds by the Huskies. Rangers will take over on the throw. Okay, and ball's entering into the Husky half. And out of bounds. Trying to get a good cross over there, but good defense by the Huskies. All right, so we're going to take a big throw here again into the 18. Great placement. All right, and he's going to let it go out of bounds again so he can take another big throw.
Sometimes it's best just to reset and try again.
Oh, man, right. I thought it was going to go in there. So keeper had a nice save. And ball's back. And we got again. Forest Hills taking over. A little bit of back and forth action here by the Huskies and Rangers. Nice ball played up the line. Just out of bounds. Great idea, though. Okay, so we have a Husky throw in. And taken over by the Rangers. Husky defense keeping the ball out of their 18. And we had a shot there by Josh Jones. A little left of the net, though. And number 6 for the for Forest Hills is subbing in. Casey McCall.
Casey McCall.
Thank you. Casey McCall. I like the spelling of that. And Casey is a freshman, so.
It's always good to try to get as many freshmen playing time as possible early in the year.
Absolutely. You need to get some experience on the field playing with the older boys here. And sometimes it's nice to get a new set of legs. Oh, great shot.
Excellent shot.
Awesome. Perfect placement in the upper right-hand 90 corner.
No chance the goalie could get his hands on that one.
Oh, man. That was textbook shot. I believe that was taken by Josh Jones.
JJ.
Yeah. Yeah, it was JJ. Beautiful placement.
Great job by JJ. Friday nights, tomorrow night he'll be aiming for the field goal posts. Tonight he's aiming for the goal.
Forces goal scored by number 17, Josh Jones.
All right, and now Forest Hills is back on the attack here, trying to up the score a little bit more.
First goal is always a big goal. So much easier to play from the lead.
So we've got a throw in here for Forest Hills. Let's see what we can make happen again. All right, so we're coming down the right-hand side of the field, trying to get a good cross into the 18. Oh, man. And we got some chaos going on inside the 18. Defense is really working hard to try and get the ball out, but Forest Hills is not stopping, putting the pressure on. All right, so we got Isaac coming back, trying to get ball going Forest Hills' way. And crossing midfield into Forest Hills territory. And good defending by Forest Hills.
I'm really impressed with our defense's play and our team play in general, going against a pretty decent Bishop Carroll team right now.
Yeah, oh. All right, so we got a foul here on Bishop Carroll, so we got a nice penalty kick here for Forest Hills. Simeon Rossage is going to take it. Nope, I guess they got called off.
And I'm assuming that the penalty kick takes place from where the foul occurred?
Exactly.
Okay.
It said the spot of the foul. All right, so a little bit too powerful. It went out of bounds behind the goal. So it'll be a goal kick here for the Huskies. Okay, so nice little overlapping run there by the Huskies, but Forest Hills defense trying to keep it out of their half. Entering into and right back out.
I hear my cell phone ringing up there.
Is that okay? Is that yours? I thought we were having, some sort of music or a fairy tale was happening behind us. I wasn't really sure.
You never know. Something could be popping out of my
I didn't know if
bag.
Mr. Geronda was taking a play in the harp over here.
Thought it was an FH update.
No, we had that earlier, I believe. That's great.
All right, we got a nice throw in taken by the Huskies into the 18 of Forest Hills, but defense is really working to keep it out. Nice save by Tony again. And a big punt out, hopefully getting some offense here from Forest Hills.
Tony's big punts are really helping change possession.
Absolutely. And he takes them pretty quickly, too, which doesn't give the opposing team or Bishop Carroll here the opportunity to really set up their play. Man, so we have a throw all the way down by the corner. Ethan Penrod's jumping back in, and we've got a goalie change from Bishop Carroll. I believe that's Andrew Crucial.
Pretty early in the game for a keeper change. You usually don't see that in the first half.
No, not usually. So there could be tons of reasons why that's happening.
I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to our goalie, Josie Wayner, who has really stepped up this year as a freshman.
Want to talk about natural talent. That girl, holy goodness.
She takes every goal personally, that's for sure.
She does. She's done a wonderful job.
Well, I have to tell you that actually Josie's mom, Becky, and I were calling the girls' volleyball match the other night. And while we're calling it, Becky's online trying to find goalie gloves for Josie.
Yes.
We're going to have to talk to the athletic department, see if they can't get those gloves in a little quicker here.
Some goalie gloves. I can't. Apparently, they're a hot commodity right now. Yes, if you could actually see Josie's gloves, you would completely understand.
I wouldn't get too close to them, though.
Yeah. The smell that comes from them is just...
Nothing smells worse than a girl's soccer bag, I think.
Yeah. We actually made the joke today. We had practice, and it started pouring down rain, so we ran into the elementary school, and one of the moms was there, and she was like, "These girls smell terrible." I said, "Yes, they do. Wet, dirty girl coming inside."
Nothing wrong with that. It's all good.
They are funny, though, let me tell you. They love whenever it rains. They like to play. But today was just a little too much. A little too much to be outside. All right, so we have another sub in here for Forest Hills, number 18, Jacob Flinlong.
Speaking of coming inside during rain, you can't underestimate the value of the field house here at Forest Hills and all the gym access we have.
Absolutely.
For days like that. We can accommodate all our sports teams, and you just get extra days and practices some schools don't have the opportunity to get.
Absolutely. We really did. We tried to stay outside as long as possible today, but when it started pouring down a little too hard, we had to come in. And like you said, Mr. Geronda, quick and easy, got us into one of the gyms, and we were able to have a practice. All right, so we have a goal kick here for Forest Hills, and Tony's going to take it. Great kick, almost up to the 50. And Bishop Carroll takes over. Oh, man. Oh, man, we talk about that crossbar. It does, it gets you.
It'll get you.
So shot, I believe the shot was by number 1 from Bishop Carroll. All right, so ball's going out the end line of Forest Hills, and so we'll have a goalie kick here. Oh, Tony's not going to take it. Goal kick is going to be taken by, I believe, Josh Schrock.
Any idea what the reasoning behind the change in kick would be?
Sometimes it's, say your goalie is kicking far into the half, it's going pretty much right to the opposing team's defense. So sometimes getting a little bit shorter can get it to your players a little bit easier. It just depends on the play. Okay, so we have a throw in here by Bishop Carroll, but I believe they were subbing it at the same time, so the ball got thrown in, but however, it's not part of the play just yet.
Sometimes the pace of the game gets away from the kids, and they're just in such a hurry, they forget to listen for that whistle.
Okay, so we have the ball down here in the corner of Forest Hills, being played into the 18 and back out. Nice defending. Okay, so we're moving the ball up the field. Unlucky, just a little touch out of bounds there. And it'll be a Husky throw-in. I'm not going to lie, there's a couple times I want to be coaching right now. little things I want to be saying, but I know.
It's one of the toughest parts of being a coach. You can never stop coaching.
Guys, don't hesitate on that. Step to it.
All right, so we had a shot, cross kind of shot going on there from Bishop Carroll, but it's out of bounds, and we've got a goal kick here going to be taken by Tony. All right, so we had foul on Forest Hills, and Bishop Carroll's going to take a penalty kick, or not a penalty kick, sorry, I don't mean to say that.
Watch back, post run.
This is going to put some pressure on us in our 18.
Absolutely. Oh, man. And we're good.
We've had a couple penalties blown here, Coach. What's it take to get a card in soccer?
Oh, well, lots of things can happen there. It can be if you're pushing a little too much, if you've been warned for a little bit too aggressive a play. If you've already been warned, then the refs will take it to the next level and give you a card. It depends, I guess. It depends on the aggression of it, and sometimes it's the intent as well. If a ref is noticing that a player's intent is to harm or injure another player, they will definitely take precaution in that sense.
You definitely don't see the card system used quite as much as you do in higher soccer levels at the high school level.
Absolutely. With high school level, referees really do a great job with making it a learning environment. They will pull players aside and let them know what they're doing and kind of talk with them and teach them how to play the game a little bit better.
And while it's still a very physical game, it's
Yes.
not quite as aggressive as the upper levels of soccer.
All right, we had a sub in here, number 12, James Murphy for Forest Hills. And we have
Another
a
junior, I think. James might be a junior.
Let me find him on here, number 12. He is a junior. Bayer, you're so good at this.
You know, I've had most of these kids in my day, so.
So we have a throw in here by the Huskies going into Forest Hills half. And some play going on. Shot taken by number 10, Jackson Hudkins. But it was right of the goal, and
Bishop Carroll's been stringing together some opportunities here.
all right, so we have another goal kick here. Tony's taken. And just kind of some crazy bouncing going on there. So it's out of bounds, and it'll be a Husky throw-in.
Not sure if you could hear Tony yelling there as you are watching at home, but he was yelling, "Mine, mine, 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 mine," as he ran out of the goal. Definitely helps scare off the offense and lets his defenders know that he wants control of the ball.
Absolutely. All right, so ball out of bounds down here in Husky territory, and Huskies will take the throw in. All right, and we're kind of bouncing around here at the half. Forest Hills putting it back up into Husky territory. Oh. Well, I think JJ is practicing up for tomorrow.
Unfortunately, that won't get him 3 points tonight.
No, won't be 3 points tonight, but hey. We're up by a goal. Maybe he needs a little warm-up for tomorrow. So we have a goal kick here, taken by Bishop Carroll's goalie. And out of bounds, it'll be a Husky throw-in. And they're on the move into Forest Hills half.
Now, these throw-ins you see the kids taking, they're not just tossing the ball in. There is a proper way to do it that they have to follow.
There is. So for a real throw-in, and one that will not be called, you have to have the ball go the whole way behind your head. So it has to be two hands. Ball has to hit almost, I tell my girls, is make it hit the back of your neck. And then when you throw, when you take your step, both feet have to be on the ground. So a big thing is where you drag your back toe so that it stays touching the ground.
It's actually quite awkward at first, but it's super impressive whenever you see a big throw because it shows that there's been some time and effort put into the practice behind it.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a little transition here going on. Bishop Carroll trying to enter in, get some passing going. And good work by the Forest Hills defense. And now we got some space to take, and unlucky a turnover there by Forest Hills. And ball out of bounds going for Forest Hills. Okay, and ball back out of bounds. Forest Hills throw. Ethan Penrod's coming back on the field.
Ethan's nearing the end of his soccer career as a 4-year player on this team.
Yeah, I believe two seniors. Is that what I'm seeing for Forest Hills?
Ethan and...
Is it Josh Rainier?
Yeah, Josh Rainier. Josh moved into our district when he was in middle school.
All right, so Forest Hills taking over possession. And ball out of bounds, Husky throw-in, coming down into... And I want to say shot taken, but a little wide, little high. So we have a goal kick here for Forest Hills, and Tony, I believe, is going to take this one.
Sometimes the difference in kick could also just be because Tony was taking a lot of kicks and maybe he needed a break from kicking.
Absolutely, you don't want to especially your goalie, you don't want to wear him out too much. All right, a little bit of confusion going on there, but ball's out of bounds. I know it's going to be another Ranger goal kick. Nice kick taken. Isaac's playing a great game. He's being very aggressive up top. You can tell he really wants to score right now.
It's a good mentality to have. We want to be smart here as time ticks down in the first half.
Nice.
And that should keep us safe till half.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
And that's the conclusion of the first half here at G.H. Miller Field. The Rangers are up 1-0.
All right, so we're back for the second half of the Forest Hills Rangers versus the Bishop Carroll Huskies.
Tough first half. Forest Hills currently up 1-0.
All right, let's see. Oh, we got a yellow card coming out. Byerly,
I jinxed it.
you did. You jinxed it. And it's
That's-
going against Isaac Shirt.
That's the first card I've seen all season. Ike has been playing really aggressive tonight, though. So in this case, what's happening here, Coach?
So Isaac has to sit out, and they are allowed to sub in for Isaac. And I believe number 6 went in for him, Casey McCall.
So when Ike goes back out in the field, he'll just have to be a little more cautious now that he has that.
Yes, now that he
warning.
has the yellow, they will be watching for sure to make sure his aggressive level.
Kim, somebody really wants to get a hold of you.
Oh, I'm telling you, I feel like there's like fairies behind me.
Isn't it so cute?
It is.
So cute. Well, that was Shelby before. I don't know who it could be now.
All right, so we've got ball out of bounds off of Forest Hills. Huskies are going to take the throw in. Back on Bishop Carroll's defense, back into Forest Hills defense. Kind of almost like volleying back and forth here.
There's a term we like to use on the girls' team called kickball, and that's whenever the ball keeps going back and forth, and neither team is really settling the ball. We haven't seen much of that tonight.
No, it's actually been pretty good. They've had a little bit of the turnover of possession, but the kickball, as we call it, isn't happening quite often. It's one of those things as a coach just drives you crazy because you know your team's better than that. So we have a throw in here from Forest Hills. And possession here from the Huskies. Good defensive play by Forest Hills. Oh, man. A little bit of pressure, and defense gets it out. I'm back in for the Huskies. And Tony comes up with the ball.
Who's on one?
Here's the situation where they roll it out. However, I don't know if they had much communication there. Thankfully, that shot was
Disaster averted.
Whew, wide left of the goal, just by a smidge. Now, I believe Tony and the defenders, they had a right idea going there because Bishop Carroll wasn't turning and facing the ball, but I'm not sure if they communicated it as well as they needed to. So hopefully, if they do try it again, they'll have that under control.
Can't underestimate the importance of talking in this game.
It's true. It honestly, and as we say to our girls, they talk any other time, but get them on the field, they need to talk a little bit more. Okay, so we got some pressure going on to the Husky defense, but good defensive play there. Ball's out of bounds. Forest Hills will take the throw. Nice big throw. And a little bit of hesitation here. I'm not sure. Kind of chaotic there. Bunch of back and forth play there. Oh, man. He's just taking that ball about 60 yards up the field.
You don't see that often. Usually the ball gets denied well before that.
Absolutely. He was very, very quick. All right, so we have a goal kick here for Forest Hills. Nice kick taken. Put back in here for Bishop Carroll.
Attack the ball!
Again, defense is doing very well with trying to hold this ball from entering into their 18-yard box. And looks like it's going to be a corner kick here for Bishop Carroll.
The Huskies have come out quick
They
out
have.
of the half.
They have. This is their opportunity right now. So we have corner kick for Bishop Carroll, and their team setting up outside and running in. See if they can get anything on. Nope. Tony's hands. Man, he's good.
We were talking at half. We think this is his first year back to soccer. It looks like he's been playing in goal for years.
It does. So, spot of the foul. Forest Hills will have a kick. Great placement, too. Oh, Bishop Carroll's defense, very strong. All right, so ball out of bounds on the opposite side. So Bishop Carroll's going to take a throw. Forest Hills right there to defend it, kind of keep the play slowing down. Back out at a throw, and oh, it looks like it's Forest Hills' ball.
Her defense has been excellent tonight.
All right, so pressure put on at the half. Ball's entering into Forest Hills' side. Got number 10 running down left side of the field, trying to get the ball crossed in, but defense again, looking strong. And clearing it out. Still, there we go. Still a little nerve-wracking when it's down in that area, so.
Especially with only a 1-goal lead margin here.
Absolutely. We've got Isaac Short coming back into the play now.
Ike has served his time in the box.
He has served his time. And which is sad because unfortunately his aggression is what's needed, but they just called it a little bit too much for the game. So hopefully he can control it a little bit and still keep the ball going in our possession. All right, so ball back at the Husky defensive line. And there's a lot of pressure here by Forest Hills. And quick transition up the field. And number 10 from Bishop Carroll's taking it down the left side. Shot in. Off of Tony. And cleared out by Forest Hills. Holy goodness.
The speed of the game has really picked up in the
Absolutely.
past 30 seconds. Actually, since Ike has entered the game.
Yeah, yep. So you can tell he's one of those players that he definitely changes the dynamics on the field. Okay, so we have Bishop Carroll throw. And a little nervous here. They got some good passing going on right inside the. All right, and so defense kicks it out. It's off of blue, though, so we got Forest Hills throw.
It would be nice to see the Rangers utilize this time to start possessing the ball a little bit and take the pressure off the defense.
Absolutely.
As a coach with a small lead, you don't want the ball on your side of the field.
Absolutely. When we tell the girls coming out at half, it's a whole new ball game. We start reset 0-0. It doesn't matter what the score is at half. It's 0-0. You can't come out thinking that you have a lead. Okay, so we got Isaac on the run. Keeping ball up here. A little bit too hard of a touch forward. And ball out of bounds. Forest Hills throw. And we got some pressure coming in here by the Rangers. Good defending by Bishop Carroll. Nice big throw. Goal's wide open. Oh, man. Who's crashing it? Oh, my goodness.
Thought we were walking away with one there.
I did. I thought it was coming into our favor there. But ball's out of bounds in the end line, so it'll be a Bishop Carroll goal kick.
I know what it feels like as a coach when the ball's just sitting there in front of the goal. I can only imagine what that chaos feels like on the field for the players.
Yeah. I've never had to, well, except for AY, so I've never had to play goalie, so I sympathize with them every time. All right, so some back and forth possession here. Good passing going on by Bishop Carroll. Unlucky a little bit too hard of a pass, and it's out of bounds. Forest Hills will take the throw. Okay, so we have a Bishop Carroll throw in. And we got pressure down here on the left side. Bishop Carroll still has ball. It's crossing into the center. Number 1's open, trying to take a shot. Kind of just ricocheted off their foot, though. And Tony comes up with the ball.
Tony again. It's a little,
yeah.
It's a little bunch there in the corner.
I feel like I'm pretty positive Tony's been playing this since day one. You can't tell me otherwise. He's too good back there. All right, so we got ball entering in, and never mind, entering back out.
Having a strong goalkeeper is more than just stopping the ball from the net. I know Josie on our team, and I'm sure I can hear Tony down there too. You have to be very vocal. You can see the whole field and see how things are set up.
Absolutely, and you know how you want your team to help protect you, and we say it protecting your home. So they're the number one enforcer of making sure that your home's protected. Okay, so we have goal kick here, Forest Hills. And back and forth a little bit. Coming into. Okay, so we had a high kick on Forest Hills. So we're going to have a kick here for Bishop Carroll. And cleared out by Forest Hills defense. And entering down the right side of the field, but Forest Hills defense is there. Putting the ball back out wide for a throw.
As we progress into this half, I would only expect that our team become more defensive and Bishop Carroll will become more offensive. So what you're seeing now to continue. And unfortunately, that's going to put a lot of stress on the Rangers.
Absolutely. It's a lot of pressure, and you have to play smart at this point. Great goal kick taken by Tony. And back into the 18-yard box. All right, let's see what the Rangers can get going here with offense.
Big kick.
Get on him, let's go. Get on him.
Okay, we got some good passing going on here from Bishop Carroll.
Got challenge. Back post.
All right, and goal kick again for Forest Hills. Entering the game is number 14 for Bishop Carroll, Giuseppe Bernard. All right. Right now, some kind of chaos going on. A lot of back and forth transitioning of possession.
We'd probably prefer to avoid the chaos at this point.
Yes. All right, shot taken by number 10, but wide right, a little bit high. And we've got number 6, Casey McCall, coming back on for the Rangers.
Trying to change things up. Too much offense by the Huskies at the moment.
So Tony's going to take a goal kick again. All right.
More chaos in the middle here.
Yes. I feel bad that I'm not really saying who has the ball, but it's kind of going back and forth quite quickly. All right, so Forest Hills coming up. Putting the ball down the left side of the field for the Rangers, trying to get some play going here. All right, I believe referee is calling a foul over there.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Over in that far side. And it looks like it's going to be a kick here for the Huskies. Nice step in by Simeon Rossage there, keeping the ball coming this way, but right back into our play.
The boys' game has a tendency to be a little more physical than the girls' version also.
Yes, I agree.
And we're definitely seeing that tonight.
All right, so we got a throw in here by the Huskies and pressure. Oh, my goodness. And we got a goal by the Bishop Carroll Huskies, number... Trying to see who he is. Number 3? Number 3 is Jared DeLauder.
It's unfortunate our defense was doing such a nice job keeping that 1-0 lead, and now we're all tied up at 1.
So what happens at the end of regulation? And it's a tie.
It goes into overtime, and it is generally set at about 10 minutes. 10 minutes of play.
Sudden death?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we use the phrase "sudden victory" now. Is that the appropriate term?
Yes. Or some will call it golden goal, meaning that is the one that wins the gold. All right, so we got some Forest Hills play going here. Some passing back and forth. Unfortunately, number 21 for the Huskies was right there in the action. All right, so...
I still expect to see a lot of opportunities yet. There's been times where we've had ties going into the final minutes of even the second half, and that's where chaos just basically ensues, and lots of opportunities for lots of things to happen.
Yep, that's where you got to play smart in those last couple minutes.
Race back post.
All right, so another penalty or kick here, foul. I didn't quite see what the foul was, but it was against the Rangers. So now Bishop Carroll
has controlled all offense in this second half.
Yeah,
and
they're putting a lot of pressure on.
Unfortunately, Forest Hills is not going to be able to play as defensive as they could when they had the lead. We're going to have to get something going on offense.
Big throw by the Huskies. Right back out. Down the left side and take over here from Forest Hills. And take over by Bishop Carroll. So let's see. Let's get some good passing strung together here from Forest Hills. All right. So ball entering into the Bishop Carroll half. And Forest Hills is trying to keep it there. That was a good slide tackle by Isaac.
You'll notice that the ball's going down a lot on the outsides of the field and not straight down the middle, and that would be contrary to what you would think happens whenever the goal's in the middle of the field. So, Coach, why don't you explain a little bit why they're utilizing the outsides of the field more?
Oh, man. Okay. Sorry, there was a nice shot there taken by number 1 from Bishop Carroll, but Tony, his hands, man, he's good. A lot of times, in reality, you want to take the ball right down the center of the field. However, a good defensive team is going to make sure that they condense the center and no passing can occur there. So what happens is you push the ball moving out wide, as we call it in the soccer world. You push the ball out wide to try and get a nice cross in, possibly into the 18 for a nice shot. All right, so Forest Hills back in action. I see Ethan Penrod's back on the field.
Good to see Ethan back out there.
Punt taken by Bishop Carroll's goalie.
And similar to hockey, there's a lot of emphasis placed on taking the ball backwards as well. You don't just want to always push it forward. It's like dropping the puck in hockey. You want to be able to drop that ball out, open things up a little bit, and move the ball around.
Absolutely. You can't always force a play to happen. So sometimes it's better to drop the ball back a little bit, reset, get some people moving around in different spots. So we have a Bishop Carroll throw in here, down about the 20-yard line.
Once again, that ball's on the wrong side of the field for the Rangers.
Absolutely. So we've got a corner kick here for Bishop Carroll. This would be a good opportunity for them if they utilize it. Hopefully the Ranger defense is strong there and can hold it off. I don't know. I've got a lot of faith in Tony. And there we have it. Forest Hills coming up with the ball. Oh, man. All right, so we got another corner here for Bishop Carroll.
Things still haven't settled after that goal. I thought it might slow down a little bit in our favor, but Bishop Carroll still bringing the heat.
They are. They're not letting up the pressure. All right, so let's see if Forest Hills defense can hold this one off as well. Looking good, looking like we're pushing the ball back out to the 40-yard line.
Right back. Go, go.
And ball put into the 18, but Tony's up again.
What are you waiting for?
All right, so we got some play going on here. If you can hear, the fans are getting frustrated. They're hoping for a big score.
Thought it might have happened right there.
I thought so. Isaac taking the ball there.
The crowd is definitely waking up.
Absolutely. All right, so here's a great opportunity for the Rangers. It's a corner kick. All right, got a lot of movement in there. Oh, that was a great kick. Very strong, very strong. So it's over most of the players' heads, and we got a throw in here by Bishop Carroll. White trying to keep the ball going in the 18. Oh, man. All right, so cleared out by Bishop Carroll's defense and a throw over on the opposite side of the field for Forest Hills.
Feel good about your chances as long as the ball's on your side of the field.
Absolutely. So now here's where they want to keep it. Oh, great ball. Oh, my goodness, it's still out. Oh, that keeper, too. He just earned it right there.
Another great opportunity. And with the throw in, we'll go right back in.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep it. Nice step by the Forest Hills defense, trying to keep the ball coming this way.
And now we're going to change field here.
All right, so JJ slowing down the play for the Rangers.
Bishop Carroll's really pushing the pace, though.
On the attack. Oh, great defense. Oh, my goodness. And we've got a goal kick here for the Rangers. Great defending right there. Lots of pressure by the Huskies. They're not letting down at all. Did he just card? He just carded him?
That's what I'm thinking
I
happened
believe
here.
he did, yes.
I'm not sure I quite saw what happened for him to get a card there.
He must have said something because the referee said about his mouth.
Oh, got it. Well, he has to come off.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
As a coach, you don't ever want to see a card, but you want it because of the play,
Yeah,
and not for
prefer.
extracurriculars.
Interesting. All right, so back in action here. Defense trying to hold strong for Forest Hills. Ball's entering in. Oh, great save by Tony again. Oh,
Tony
man.
is doing his share tonight. Lull in the action here.
All right, so it looks like another foul. Oh, man.
So as we get this deep in the game, your hydration level is super important.
Absolutely. Especially a lot of times we don't realize, too, if it is humid out, you tend to dehydrate a little bit quicker. So getting some fresh legs in there, subbing in and out. The unfortunate part is if your team's playing well as the 11 that's on the field, you don't want to break that up all the time. So it's almost like this flip of a coin, 50-50 shot. You want to get fresh legs, but you also don't want to break up the momentum that your team might be having there.
Very easy for high school kids to take for granted their youth and forget
recovery.
about
Yeah.
drinking enough water and eating the right foods.
In very quick recovery time. All right, so shot taken there by Bishop Carroll, but wide high left. Okay, so another goal kick.
Tony's going to sleep well tonight.
Absolutely. I just want to say he's definitely earned that spot. Oh, man. All right, bad bounce, but we recovered pretty well there. Oh, man. Pressure on. And shots outside of the goal.
Bishop Carroll's definitely getting their money's worth on opportunities.
Absolutely. So another goal kick. Hopefully the Rangers will take this opportunity and push some offense into the opposing half. Okay, so kind of back and forth play. Oh, man. And shot. Bishop Carroll takes the lead, 2-1. Shot by, I want to say it's Slevin Makovic. Selvin Makovic.
And with the opportunities they've had, you could almost see that coming, unfortunately.
Absolutely. We tell our girls we don't care if they take 1,000 shots in a game. As long as the shots are there, more than likely you're going to score on them.
And Tony's done an excellent job, but there's only so much he can do in net.
Absolutely. So now the rest of the Forest Hills team needs to get some offense going here. Put the pressure on the Huskies and get back that goal.
Now, a lot of people would say if you need extra offense, why not just put more people on the offensive side of the ball? But unfortunately, that opens up a lot of gaps, doesn't it, Coach?
Absolutely. So, yes, every person will say, why don't you bring more people up top then? Well, then you're just leaving your home wide open for those quick, simple, little easy shots. Down the left-hand side, shot taken by the Rangers.
Nice to see the Rangers bounce right back from that goal, though.
Absolutely. So hopefully they want to keep this momentum going this direction.
You almost have to have short-term memory loss in this game to make sure you're always involved in the game.
So we have a goal kick here by the Bishop Carroll Huskies. Nice first touch on the ball there. Have to compliment that. That was very nice. Good control. So another Husky throw-in.
Wow, the boys are slipping here left and right. I don't know if you noticed the...
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine with it, the temperature dropping a little bit, it getting kind of dewy out on top of the fact that it rained.
It was already ugly coming into the
Right.
night, so. And as the game has gone on, you might not be able to see it at home, but you can definitely, ruts will develop where they run most of the night. So.
Absolutely. That's the thing. Playing on natural grass is awesome. I absolutely love it, but that's one of the unfortunate things about it is you can't really control the field conditions if there is any type of rain. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. Was that another card? Or was he just warning? It was another card?
3 in one night. That's good. That's some record for me. I've
Holy
never
goodness.
seen.
Yeah. Okay, so kick taken by the Huskies, but Forest Hills defense trying to really push this offense going here.
It's hard to keep your head sometimes whenever things aren't going your way, but
Absolutely. All right, just a little unfortunate that ball just kicked a little too hard, so it's out of bounds in the end line, and it will be a Husky goal kick. All right, so first to the ball are the Rangers, and really trying to get this offense going. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the aggression is there or if it kind of makes it seem more aggressive because they are sliding a little bit more.
yeah.
It's unfortunate to say that sometimes that field condition can kind of make it look a little bit more aggressive than what it is.
I know our girls have been called for things, and then they look at us like, "What did I do?" Or they say something to the ref about not touching the other girl, and then
Oh, great kick. Nice save by the Bishop Carroll goalie, but here's a great opportunity for the Rangers. Corner kick.
here's our chance to tie this thing back up.
All right, subbing in for the Rangers, we have number 18, Jacob Flynn Long, and we had a set of Huskies go in as well. All right, so corner kick here for Forest Hills. Hopefully they take this opportunity. Great placement of the ball. Goalie's out. Oh, man. Good hustle there. All right, so ball out of bounds. Forest Hills throw.
Creating some opportunities with the ball staying here.
Nice throw in right inside the 18. Great placement. Oh, my goodness. That goalie has an amazing vertical leap. All right, so Forest Hills trying to keep the pressure off, putting the ball out of bounds, making the Huskies take a throw. Okay, so Forest Hills trying to work the ball up the field here. But taken away by the Huskies and ball out of bounds at the end line. Tony takes a goal kick. Bad bounce there. We got the Huskies and the Rangers both trying to head it. Didn't really go in their favor either way there. So we got a throw going on for the Huskies. Nice step in by the Rangers. The ball's coming the whole way back in the other half. It's still a throw for the Huskies, but at least now it's back. And number 1, Selvin Makovich is entering the game again. So the Rangers are going to have to make sure their defense is pretty tight. He's the last one to
goal
score.
scorer.
Yep. Defense for the Forest Hills Rangers trying to keep the ball in the opposing half.
Get back to play. Get back to play.
I would expect to see Bishop Carroll do a lot of subbing here down the stretch as they hold the lead. It's a great way to burn some extra seconds off the clock and keep the legs fresh out there in the field at the same time.
Absolutely. I have to give Tony a lot of credit,
Yep.
especially tonight. Like I said, the ball kind of bounces weird. And
Your gloves are wet.
Yep. Kind of, I mean, like we keep saying about how passes are kind of tough because it comes off your foot weird.
Opportunity.
Oh, man. All right, so goalie comes up with it for Bishop Carroll. Great opportunity, but the Rangers aren't backing down now, so hopefully they can return the favor, I should say, getting goal. There's a lot of back and forth action.
Yeah.
8.5 minutes left, and
Definitely picked up. It was mostly Bishop Carroll at the start of this half, and now Forest Hills is slowly getting back into it.
Go, JJ, go. Step it to core. Get back. Get back.
okay, number 10's coming in, Jackson Hudkins for the Huskies.
I would imagine we'll see JJ try to get his leg on as many balls as possible. He's definitely got the biggest one out there.
How about it? And for the fact that he can kick field goals, he can be taking shots from outside, I'd say, the 30-yard line.
Backside.
Sometimes those are the most, the best ones to take are the ones from
Absolutely.
way outside.
Sometimes they're the most dangerous just because they hit the air just right and they can kind of loft themselves into the goal. Now, I have to, again, I'll give the Bishop Carroll goalie a lot of credit. His vertical jump has been saving them.
Yeah. There's a lot of space left to right on a goal, but can't overlook the stuff right above you.
All right. So, again, Rangers their defense trying to keep the ball more offensive for us. And we've got a Husky throw-in. Big throw by the Huskies coming in the center of the field, which you don't ever want to happen. Oh, man. Okay, so Rangers figuring it out a little bit.
Get that pickle stagger. Get the play. Let's go.
Shot taken by number 25, but wide right. Okay, so got another goal kick here. Hopefully we can make some possession and offense out of
I'd
this.
say we're approaching the time where you'll start to see the Rangers sell out a little bit defensively to get those extra people up top.
Absolutely.
You didn't want to do that before, but when your back's against the wall here, it might be worthwhile.
Absolutely. You don't want to do it too soon because then you give the opposing team the opportunity to score again, and that's hard to make up. But, one goal lead, that's whenever we're getting down on the clock, you want to put some pressure on.
When you're on the wrong side of the scoreboard, there's really no difference between losing 2-1 or 5-1. So you really want to go for the win at all costs.
Absolutely. At this stage of the game, they need to put some pressure on offensively, get something going here. Okay, we got number 12 coming in for the Rangers, James Murphy. And number 8 for the Huskies is also subbing in, Matthew Byrne. Ball right in front of the goal. Trying to get it out wide. Good pass forward, and there's some space to run.
Let's take this opportunity to say what a nice job Rick May does with our kids as the trainer here at Forest Hills.
He's great. And you
Yes,
know
he
what?
does.
He's so great that he doesn't mind tending to the other team as well. I love it. Oh, great opportunity. Ah, my goodness. It's there. It's there. Again, Bishop Carroll's goalie. Okay, so Forest Hills needs to be stepping up this offense a little bit here.
Unfortunately, those cards that we received earlier in the game might hurt our aggression a little bit.
I know, and that's the worst part is you want your players to play with aggression, but obviously not too much.
It's a fine line.
So throw in here by the Huskies, coming in, trying to enter into the 18 of the Rangers. Oh, man. So we got nice dribble in and shot taken, I believe, by number 3, Jared DeLauder.
That's his second of the night. That's unfortunate this close to the end of the game. Really puts us in a hard spot.
Just under 4 minutes left to go. I think the Rangers, they have it. It's there. They've had the opportunities. Now they just need to seal the deal.
I've seen multiple goals within a minute before, Coach, so still plenty of time for us to do something.
Absolutely. Anything can happen in that last minute. Okay, so Forest Hills putting on the pressure. Ball out of bounds, so Huskies will take the throw. The bad strategy here, though, is when the ball does go out of bounds on Forest Hills, the Huskies have this little upper hand to kind of slow the play down then with their throw.
They can't slow it down too much, but
yes,
they can see what the ref's going to let them get away with.
Exactly. It's, again, another fine line where you have to see what the refs are allowing. And
it's almost worth taking the warning.
Absolutely.
To see what they'll give you.
And we have number 10 entering again for the Huskies, Jackson Hudkins. And we have a goal kick for the Rangers. Tony's going to take it. Number 3, man. He's right there on that ball every time. Forest Hills has to make sure they keep him contained. Big throw by the Rangers.
And we forget that Bishop Carroll subbed in their goalie in the first half, and we've been talking about his nice vertical leap. He's done an excellent job since coming in. Absolutely.
So when we asked, I wonder why, I think we figured it out. He's got a nice leap in there. I'm telling you, he's keeping the Huskies in this. It's crazy. All right, so we got number 10 here with the ball, trying to get some passing going. A lot of pressure here by the Huskies. They're not letting down. Okay, so Forest Hills coming up with the ball, trying to move offensively, but the Huskies aren't giving them any space. Good defensive play by the Rangers. And back into our territory. Oh, goodness. Okay. Huskies are trying to work the ball down to the corner to get a cross in.
And even if they don't, this is just precious seconds. We're losing.
Absolutely, because now we're down to a minute and a half. Okay, JJ's pushing the ball up the field. Oh, again. Just a little too much. And Bishop Carroll's goalie comes up. Huskies haven't let down any pressure. All right, so Forest Hill's trying to maintain the ball there. Again, you'll see the guys are slipping around a lot.
All right, with this clock ticking down, I want to take this opportunity to thank Coach Gallagher and Kim Hostetler down on the sidelines.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure, ladies.
This is one of my favorite games of the year. I get to work with you, too. I like it.
And we really did have a great evening. It turned out to be a great evening.
It did. It absolutely did. So getting down to almost the 30-second mark. Forest Hills with the ball, trying to make some offense go.
Just not going to be enough time tonight.
No. Oh, man. This is a great run.
Get it in the middle.
Calling goal kick for the Huskies here.
Crowd's not happy with that call.
Oh, man. So down to the last second, and unfortunately our Rangers just couldn't pull that out.
On the wrong side of the scoreboard here. G.H. Miller, Bishop Carroll 2, Forest Hills, Bishop Carroll 3, Forest Hills 1.
It was a pleasure tonight.